Welcome to another video lesson from the Jelly Roll Club. In order to create the birthday fairy, you're going to need a 5-inch square of dark purple and light purple, a square for the wings, a scrap for the hair, a scrap of white for the wing centers, and a 1-inch square of yellow for the star. The yellow halo around the fairy is optional. Step 1. Trace all of your shapes with the light box onto Pellon 805. A copy of the pattern is available on the website www.jellyrollclub.com, and for a more detailed tutorial on how to do fusible applique, you can watch Lesson 1 of the Gnome of the Month project under the Jelly Roll Club YouTube channel. Whenever I use the fusible method of applique, I always trace my pieces and give a little bit extra for where the pieces overlap the pieces that go on top of them. Hey, while you're here, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so we can provide you with more free content. Next, cut your fusible web, leaving a little margin, and fuse it on the wrong side of your fabric. Not all fusible web is the same. Be sure to read the instructions that come with your particular fusible web so that you know how long to iron the pieces onto the back of the fabric so that you don't kill the glue. One little thing I do, which is a tip that I've learned, is to label all of my little applique pieces so I can keep track as to where they go when I get ready to assemble my final applique. One last thing before I move to the next step is I'm going to trace the facial features on the little fairy so that I know where to embroider once she is completely fused to her background. After I have checked that I have all of my pieces, I use a wool pressing mat and a silicone applique pressing sheet in order to ensure that I have good placement of all of my pieces. Last, I will use my iron after I have removed the paper backing and fuse all of my pieces to make one composite applique before I stitch it down onto the background. Once you have assembled your entire applique, you will cover it with a piece of parchment paper and press it carefully. Next, you remove the parchment paper and you give it another quick press, lifting the iron and pressing it down rather than shifting it across the surface. Last, you will give it a few seconds to cool, and then you will remove it from the silicone pressing sheet. Once the applique has cooled, it should pull away fairly easily from the applique sheet with just a little coaxing from a spatula or a scissor. And then you have a completed composite applique piece ready to fuse onto a backing or ready to fuse onto a quilt or any project of your choice. Hey friends, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Have an awesome day. Thank you for watching another video lesson from the Jelly Roll Club.